Let's start with an American record. Let's start with a near world record. Let's start with a sub 26 second last 200 off of 3:47 pace. Another American record for Yared Nuguse. Just an incredible run in Milrose. Field was good. We knew the pace was going to be hot. He was up to it, Gordon. He just absolutely torched everyone the last couple laps. And I was watching the clock, probably like you were watching the clock. I thought he had the world record. I legit thought he had the world record because of how much distance he put on everybody else over guys who were not falling apart, right? Nuguse just absolutely left them in that last 400. What were your thoughts watching that race? Did you think the world record was going down?
Well, my thoughts for that race, 8-lap race, right?
Yeah.
But
A
there
little
was
more than 8 laps, yeah.
a little more. Okay.
Sorry.
We get it. It's 9 extra meters. All right, we get it. 8-lap race, but there was a segment in the final lap, the back stretch.
Yeah.
Those like 25-ish meters, I was like, holy shit. Because the separation that it just looked like he was doing a different sport.
Yeah.
It looked like he was running on a moving sidewalk. His just like gap over Gorley and Hoare just like, it wasn't slow. It was rapid extension of the lead. And then I was like, oh, he's on another one. He is not dying. He's being able to maintain this hot pace, which then I thought, okay, yeah, world record is in the mix. But just watching Nuguse on that backstretch in that final lap, I was like, that's a potential gold medalist. Like, that's what gold medalists do. They run like that. That's what Jakob would do. That's what a Chariot would do. And I was like, whew. I did not think Nuguse was going to be medal contender in 2023. I thought he was going to be like, hey, finalist maybe.
Yeah.
But after that race, he went from finalist contender to medal contender to all the way to like, that's what gold medalists do. They run like that. I get it. It is February. It is indoor. Things change when we get to the summer, but you can't ask for a better indoor season to start your, first year with. Is this the first year with Dathan?
Well, last year he was pro, right?
Yeah.
But this is the first full season starting
yeah.
from scratch. Remember last winter set the collegiate record when he was at
Yeah.
Notre Dame, and we thought, okay, he's going to go to NCAAs and crush it, and it didn't happen. Now it seems like he's put it all together. Also, an interesting thing I thought about, at least I thought it was interesting, look at who he's training with. Hoare, Garcia Romo, a very international training group. Well, he's an American, but my point is, what's been your critique or observation of American milers and a lot of other people's over the last decade? They wait. They want it to be a kicking contest.
It's because they all want to beat Centro, and that's how you beat Centro.
Right. This was not run like that,
no.
Right? This was a get after it from the gun. This is like a Oliver Hoare run, a Stuart McSwain run, a Jakob Ingebrigtsen run. Remember a couple of years ago at Mount Sac, Justin Knight and Oliver Hoare were battling, and all the Americans were left behind. And we're like, hey, the Americans can run that fast. They're just not used to running that style of race. Nuguse training with those guys probably helps because he was really pushing it, and that's how you have to run in 2023.
Yeah.
If you want to win these races. I love it when we can get 100-meter splits. We get 100-meter splits now for distance races. And sometimes you're like, all right, whatever. What does this mean? But I think for this race, it's kind of cool.
You found an interesting one?
Well, this is the last four for Nuguse. 14.24, 13.93, 12.97, 12.97. We just talk about escalation of pace there. And it wasn't off of a 3:55 pace. It was off of a pace that was already very quick.
12.97. Can you run a sub 13?
No, I can't run it. No, and neither could a lot of the guys in this race. That's why it was just over. It was over so quick. Like there was this windup, and then all of a sudden, Nuguse just took off. I mean, Gorley ran really well. That's an all-time mark for him. 3:49 or 3:50.83. That equals his personal best.
National record.
Yeah, Tanner 3:51. Garcia Romo 3:51.
National
he was
record.
up in there. But I want to get back to what you said before.
What did I say before?
What's the expectation now? You're saying gold? You're saying medal?
Yeah, for sure medal. I mean, maybe gold. I mean, it's kind of disrespectful to Jakob to say gold. I guess even more disrespectful to Whiteman because I didn't even pretend that he's the defending gold medalist.
He is the gold medalist.
But, yeah, I mean, 3:47, that is world class, literally world class. It is the world lead. It's a national record.
Just off the world record.
Just off the world record. what else do you need him to do? Like, he ran 347 indoors. I don't think we're going to look at a 347 guy on the outdoor season and be like, nah, you can only make the final. No, you look at that, okay, that guy can win it, if not medal.
And we know he can kick, too.
Yeah.
So it's not as if he's just going to be a time trialer who's going to get into the big race and fall apart. Trivia question for you, of which there is no right or wrong answer.
That's a great trivia question. No right or wrong answer. Then that's a fun, okay.
But you're saying Nuguse...
A trivia question with no right or wrong
for sure
answer.
medal contender.
Yes.
And you have to discuss him for gold. Not a favorite by any stretch of the imagination, but at least he gives the U.S. a puncher's chance if the 1,500-meter final was right now. How many countries do you think have at least a small chance at getting gold in the men's 1,500?
Okay. Start with Norway.
That's one.
Let's say USA now because Yared, we're like, yeah, why not?
Okay.
Two.
Two.
Australia.
Yeah, McSwain and
McSwain
Hoare.
and Hoare.
Yeah, two.
I mean, this is maybe because of the depth, but why not? Spain?
Yeah, I have him on the list. Garcia Romo and Katir. He got bronze.
Yeah, so how many is that right now?
That's four.
Okay. I guess we got to put Kenya in there.
Got to put Kenya in there. Chariot in the mix. Kip Sang.
So at 5?
Yeah, you're missing an obvious one again. Who's the reigning gold medalist? Where's he from?
I know, I'm saving that. And also Josh Kerr as well. So
yeah, Great Britain.
Great Britain. So that's 6.
Yeah.
All right, 7. I think there's a 7th out there. I mean, not Sam Tanner can't win. I was gonna say New Zealand, but no, I don't think Sam Tanner can win. I guess Ethiopia probably has a guy.
That's who I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Tefera.
Yeah.
So that was my list. 7 countries right now, and there could be another one that pops up, right? And then you add in the mix that the 1,500 is pretty unpredictable. Who had Jake Whiteman winning gold?
That's a lot of different countries.
That'd
be kind of cool if the final has like 7+ countries in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. But here's the reason to. Here's the opposite case here, right?
Oh. No, never mind.
Here's the reason why we might want
Germany just had a 350 miler.
Bartelsmeyer in the mix, yeah.
Morocco just got a good runner.
Yeah. Well, they'll have. I'm sure come Worlds they'll have people, but at minimum right now, it's 7. It's like where you start with. It is indoors, right? And I think what's interesting about you convert this mile to the 1,500. All right, 330.
Is that what it converts to?
Yeah, which is right along where Jakob has run indoors for the world record. So you're like, all right, cool. But then if we're talking about how really slow are indoor tracks compared to outdoor tracks, if someone ran 330 outdoors, would you be like, okay, that person gold medal threat? Maybe not. But then you go back and you watch the race and you just see how dominant he was over that last lap. You can't help but be excited.
Yeah, and also like there were legitimate. I mean, there was. I think we need to see Yared race Jakob.
Yeah, we do.
But like to really get a true litmus test of where he's at. Mm-hmm. I don't think we would expect him to beat him, but like if he's able to ride with him and like, fall like a few seconds back on like at a random 1,500 Diamond League meet, then we can be like, all right, he's in it. Because like Jake Whiteman, like he lost to Jakob, but he was also like in it throughout the races, I felt like, leading up to Worlds. Mm-hmm. So we still need a kind of a Jakob Nuguse compares like.
Okay, so are you saying right now Nuguse overwhelming U.S. favorite though? Let's take a step back from Worlds. U.S. favorite.
I mean, we don't know about Cole Hawker.
Scratched.
Yeah. I mean, Cooper Tier, I think is.
He was a few spots back in the 3,000, but it's still early.
I mean, Hawker's the only guy.
Hawker's made a team. Tier's made a team. I mean, Nuguse has made a team, but he's never actually run in a race wearing that U.S. jersey at the senior level because of the injury during the Olympics. I
would say right now, the only person who's a lock to make the team, I think, is Nuguse.
Yeah.
I think the other two are. I don't think Cole Hawker's a lock because you don't know the health.
Yeah.
Cooper Tier, he got hurt, and then Centro, he got like dead last in a random 800 over the weekend. But
I think Central will improve. The question is, can he catch up in time? Not even in Nuguse, but can he catch up in the top 3 by the time USA's goes on? Yeah, I think Yared number 1 right now in the US, and I think that's pretty clear. The question is just consistency, right?
Yeah.
Can he do it? Thinking back to Tokyo trials, remember Yared outkicked Craig Engels and then disappointed people like, why didn't Craig Engels make the team? Well, that looks a little bit different now.
Yeah.
In retrospect, when the guy you got edged by almost broke the world record in the mile.